Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Great weekend. I hope you're all experiencing amazing things. I know the first thing I wanted to give a blessing to is Marilyn Pitts. Her husband came home. He's home now. He's, of course, having nurses visit him in the house, but all that energy, all those great blessings that we sent and sent her help, I really, she's very appreciative of it. Is she on the show yet tonight, Kenan?
Sorry, who's that?
Is Marilyn Pitts?
Yes, she's on.
Marilyn, great to have you. Great blessings to Larry. It is completely miraculous. So thank you for filling us in on how he's been doing. I really appreciate it. So with that thought, I always start the show with the incense. And I apologize earlier. We accidentally started the show about an hour and a half ago, but we were training Scott Ambrosi because Kenan is leaving town early tomorrow morning to go to a family reunion in Kansas. So he's going to be out. Scott and I are going to be doing the show for Monday and Wednesday. So that was what happened. I know some of you were texting me going, What's happening? The show's starting early? No. We were just practicing, so I apologize for that. But great blessings to you. Great energy sent your way for whatever it is that you need this tonight, whatever it is you need this week. So the title of the show is your phone off the hook and trusting the process. So let me start by saying that our physical world is a product of the non-physical world. Nothing is solid. It appears solid. On the atomic structure, even below the atomic structure, on the energetic level, everything is frequency, everything is vibration. So, there is a non-physical web of threads. Let's call them threads. That's connecting everything in the universe. And I'd like you to just think about this. Think about threads flowing from you, threads flowing into you, from everything and everyone in the entire universe. Think of them as threads. Now, if you've made frequent connections with somebody on an emotional level, then those threads can grow to, let's call them cords. Sometimes steel cables. But for instance, I got to thinking about you, Marilyn Pitts, where you just happened to be there in the garage when Larry got done mowing the lawn and had handed him a drink, and that connection saved his life. Because you were able to give him CPR, you were able to help revive him, you were able to call the ambulance, and that cord that have been built over the years with someone that you're close to on an emotional level can be very strong. Now, these connections, these threads, they always exist. But specific threads are only activated by conscious attention. I'm going to repeat that. Specific threads of what it is you want to connect to, or what wants to connect to you, are only activated by conscious attention. Or we might want to call it intuition. So let's say you're thinking of a friend and that friend calls you, or you see the friend on a street. That's an example of those threads being activated. Maybe you were thinking of that friend and it sent this frequency over to the friend and they felt it. Or they were thinking of you and you were picking up on them. It doesn't matter which way, but it flows both ways. That's important because I'm going to get into this in a minute. So everything and everyone in the universe is broadcasting its own signal. Everything and everyone in the universe is broadcasting their own signal. And everything and everyone in the universe is also a receiver. So we're broadcasters and we're receivers. So each receiver is only designed to pick up a certain range of frequencies, or they've only been trained to pick up a certain range of frequencies. Do you turn your radio on and expect to see a television show? No. The radio is designed to only pick up a certain frequency. But we are capable of connecting to everything and everyone. We have that ability. And that's what this show is about, is to expand your abilities and your awareness of the connections and what it is that you are connecting to, what it is that you want to create in your life, and to trust that process. Trust these connections. You spend really good money on your cell phone. You expect to have 5G. You expect when you make a call for that call to go through. The exact same way with the universe. What is it that you are connecting to? If you're connecting to worry, oh, guess what? There is a broadcast channel out there that's broadcasting worry, 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 bad health, monetary problems, whatever it is, and you are connecting to that, and you're also then receiving it back. Am I making sense, Scott?
Sure.
Okay. Scott says sure. Okay. So your perception of another person's broadcast signal is limited by your attunement with that person. Now, the closer the attunement, the more you're going to pick up. Now, understand, when you're out of range, you get that. You sometimes get out of range, or there's static on the line. That means that there's other frequencies that are similar to the phone frequency coming in and causing, hello, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? That type of thing. In the universal web of things, the static is when you lose focus, when you start having doubts, when you become your own worst critic, or you allow other people's criticism to come in, and that disrupts that thread. Okay? All right, now, if you have any questions on this, you can call me or text me. But here's another way of putting it, a little bit simpler. You agree that the universe is infinite, and you are a major part of that universe. You're in the universe, you are the universe. So you are infinite. You are infinite, and you are infinite, and you are infinite. Everybody's infinite, okay? So you are everywhere, and you can be aware of anything at any time and influence anything and anyone at any time. It's what you put your attention on. So it depends on, number one, the purity of your intent, the strength of the signal, and the clarity of that signal, the clarity of focus, the purity of intent. Okay, I'm done. I hope that made sense to you, because it all ties in with, when I read a card for you, it is always for your best and highest. It is what is, even though you may not consciously be aware of it, it is what is happening and what we can do, and we change it. Okay, we change it. So we connect maybe the thread that you're on into another thread. Now it's up to you to stay on that other thread if you want to, or you can just go back to the old one. It's up to you. Okay. Group card tonight. Thank you, Scott. Ken and Train Scott, I really appreciate, Scott, you being here. It's huge. So, you've heard of the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail was said to be like the chalice that Christ drank of, or the chalice that caught his blood. And even some believe that it was actually Mary Magdalene. But what it symbolizes is the energy of this card is related to our physical space. We're both. We're spiritual beings having a physical experience. You've heard that term before. But we are, think of yourself as the chalice. That's what I love about this, is you are what you seek. You are what you're connecting to. So take a look at what it is you're connecting to and what it is you'd like to connect to next. That's the point of this card. And this is about stop searching outside of yourself, right? You have all of your connections here in the phone. You have your phone list. You have everything that you want and need. Okay? It's all in here, in the heart. So this is, you are what you seek, and go, how can I seek greater? That's the group card. Okay, my friend Scott, who's on first tonight?
We have John and then Marilyn.
John, and then Marilyn Pitts?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay. Okay, my friend John. So, John, this is called the Magus. This is a perfect card for what we're talking about tonight. Are you willing to let go of real estate having to be your ticket to retirement? You're the magician. What if you're, again, broadcasting to the universe, it has to be real estate. I'm going to have to remove to Texas. I'm going to have to remove to wherever they send me. It's got to be this way. Okay, I'm no judgment. Are you able or willing to open up however else it comes? If you found gold on your property, would you still consider doing real estate? If you are you willing to bigger focus, everyone? John, bigger focus, bigger things, bigger. Because you are the Magus, you are the magician. The source is you. So the universe is going to exactly respond to what it is you're putting out. But how can you expand on that? And be open to other options. Are you completely 100% open to other options? Okay. Who's next?
Marilyn Pitts.
Marilyn Pitts. Okay. I'm so glad Larry got home, Marilyn. That is so wonderful. So there are people out there, Marilyn, that they're using a very small percentage of their brain. So I don't want to call them stupid. I don't want to call them dumb. But they're reacting out of complete emotion. This is rising above them. This is getting all of the affairs in order. None of us are getting out of here alive. Get all of the affairs in order, but it's not so much cutting people off, but cutting their energies off that no longer serve you or Larry to your best and highest. but you can do it kindly. You can do it with love. I'm not saying be harsh, but this is you ascending. Like, this is you overcoming, having overcome this huge, huge obstacle. And you've been through the ringer the past couple of weeks. And huge kudos to you. This is Spirit taking care of you. This is Spirit lifting you up. This is a higher level of understanding. Pay attention to any flashes of light or any unusual light that you see in and around the house or Larry's room. That is actually angelic or spiritual guidance coming in a good way. Like, they're there to help. So they'll show you, or you'll see like rainbows, like refracted glass. They'll show you like rainbows. And you'll know that they're around. Okay? Great. And we have
Ashley and Catherine.
Ashley and Catherine. Awesome, Ashley. So, Ashley, who you love matters. But what you love matters. So I'm going to echo what I said to John. How, universe, you can write this down. Universe, show me now what is for my best and highest. Give this to me now. Demand it. Give it to me. If somebody loves you, they're going to respond. You are love. The universe is love. They're going to respond. Anywhere where you have deemed yourself unworthy, or were told, anywhere where you were not deserving, or you believed you were not deserving, or it was projected on you that you were not deserving, can you let go of that right now? That is static. That is criticism from your family. And anywhere you believe you're not creative, or anywhere you believe you're not creative enough to make a huge living or a lot of income from what it is you love doing, are you willing to let go of that now? Any belief system that is fighting against that, or, I mean, do you remember pet rocks? Do you remember fur babies? You're onto something. Create bigger. Okay, and then we've got Catherine. Thanks for being here for the first time, Catherine. Everybody welcome Catherine. It's great to have new people. I love it. Catherine. You're very, very courageous. Is it possible for you to be a little bit more courageous and be free of succumbing to any fear of what other people think, of what you should do or how you should do it? This is the Empress card. This is you standing up for yourself. No apologies, and let go of the fear of what other people might think of you. Because in actuality, many times they're not even thinking of you, but you think that they're thinking of you. And so that static occurs through that confusion or loss of focus. When you're worried about what other people are thinking, it's impossible to know what they're thinking. Absolutely impossible to know what they're thinking. And they could just like if they have if they're looking at you really funny, it could be they have gas, but you don't know. But you're assuming that maybe they're thinking badly of you. That is not true. This is stepping up into your own power and absolutely knowing how you want your life and not allowing any other interference or opinions of what you should do. I mean, you can ask people for guidance and counsel, but you don't have to take it. Right? You can understand it and go, this is going to work out for me, but this is you taking the reins of your own life. And so it's like the Queen of England, right? The Queen was the main figure. It wasn't so much the man, the husband, the king. The Queen was the main figure. This is you becoming the main figure. And anywhere where the man has to come first, are you willing to let go of that? You have to come first. It's just like the oxygen masks on the plane. We've said this many times. You've got to put the oxygen mask on yourself first. That's what I mean by you getting what it is you need, rather than you deserve to get what you need. Okay, who's next?
Ana del Vega. Anadita, rather.
Hannah. Okay. Hannah, it's really important for you to get away and do something fun. You deserve a break. You need to take a break. You're pull away from this heavy energy, and anyone that is, how am I going to say this? Anyone that feels like you can help save them, can you back away? Because they're draining you of energy. Or anywhere where you feel like you can save them, are you willing to let go of that? Let go of that thread, because it's becoming a cable, and it's not healthy. This is going toward what makes you happy, what you enjoy doing. You take care of you. Others may or may not follow. You're not invested in that. Anywhere where anyone has trusted or wanted you to save them, can you let go of that? And are you willing to let go of should to, have to, need to, I should do this, I have to do that. Can you let go of that? I don't know what Are you willing to let go of the need to fix your family? Let's just put it that way. Okay, or to fix anyone. Get back your energy to doing what it is you love doing. All right, and who's next?
Lana?
Lana?
Yeah.
Awesome. Lanny, I hope you're feeling better. So, All right. So the oppression card comes from trying to go two directions at one time, which you can't really do. Not even a push me, pull you from Dr. Doolittle, right? The Disney special where it was a two-headed llama, and it was called a push me, pull you. This is really right now being focused solely on your health and rest. And letting go of demands put upon you. Because you've got Matt and Mark around to help. Right now, this is you taking number one really good care of you. And anywhere where people want to help you or people want to take care of you right now, are you willing to let go of that being a burdensome thing to them? This brings them joy. Allow others their joy. You got my meaning, my dear cousin? Allow others their joy by allowing them to be of service to you. Think of all the years and all the service you were to other people over the years, what you did for other people. You took in those dang peacocks for a down payment to help people get the place that they wanted. I mean, it goes on and on, Lana. So allow that. And that will create less oppression in your head about, oh, I don't want to be a burden. No, it's okay. It's all right. Allow other people to come to you and give. That allows them, there's more happiness in giving. Yeah, but there's also happiness in receiving. So allow that. Be free of making it a dichotomy, like going both ways. No, allow it. Okay, my dear. And who's next?
Marilyn and Abby.
Marilyn and Abby. Okay. Merlin and Abby. Marilyn, I allow only the best people to come to me now. So when I started doing this work many years ago, I didn't really realize my specialty at that time. So I was just allowing anyone and everybody off the street. You got $20, you got $30, sure, I'll give you a full hour reading. And after a while, I realized I was casting my pearls before swine. And again, I've talked about this on the show. If you're new on the show, I don't mean that as an insult. Pigs are fine. They just don't understand pearls. They don't understand the value of pearls. So I was giving to people that did not understand or appreciate what it is that I did or do. So I just began to up my game, and I made the decision that I was only going to surround myself with higher vibrational people. Now, the interim, where you're letting go of the people that no longer serve you to your best and highest, to this level, sometimes is a little lonely in between. But these people do show up. Marilyn, in no uncertain terms, this is calling in a higher level, a higher frequency of people that resonate so much better with you. And my dear Abby, look how far you've come, not how far you have to go. Give people the encouragement of how far they've come, not how far they have to go. Like with Stephanie, the small improvements Encourage her with the small improvements. She eventually will begin to hear, even though she may shut it down. This is with anyone, though. Look how far. So this card has 8 blooms on it. You go, wow, plant, you have 8 blooms. You know you have about 20 more to go, okay? No, stop doing that to yourself. Are you free? Are you willing to let go of that completely? Any self-criticism blocks that connection with it blocks, it's static that interrupts the thread to what it is you really want. So are you willing to let go of that and give yourself credit? I have 8 blooms, right? And I know I'm getting more, but I'm really happy with the 8. Okay, who's next?
Lori?
Hey, Lori, thanks for being here. Okay, so Lori, anywhere where you have learned that ladders are made of swords, are you willing to let go of that now? This is this is allowing people to hit rock bottom. This is like an alcoholic, or it is a drug addiction, or any kind of addiction. Are you willing to let go of proving your self-worth by jumping in and saving people in a raging river? Let go of that. This is you moving from, and anywhere, Lori, that you believe that any self-growth, any purposeful growth is painful, can you let go of that right now? Are you willing to let go of that? And anywhere, okay, anywhere where anybody on the show has had arrows or swords flung at them. Swords are a symbol of thoughts or negativity, or really like being cussed out, being hurt by other people. Are you willing to just not even be there? It's important to be like Neo in the Matrix when the bullets were firing at him and simply not being there. It's like bending and moving and letting those people go. Stop listening to those people. Okay. Or those that are not in good mental health. All right, who's next?
Lauren Wood.
Hey, Lauren. So Lauren, anywhere where it's really great to help other people. That's huge. That's so good for you. But are you willing to let go? And we've all, I will speak for myself. I can't speak for everybody on the show. But are you willing to let go of helping others to the extent where it's hurting you and you not helping yourself, And are you willing to embrace how special you are, to be able to devote time for yourself, not giving it away to other people, because it's an outward showing of the feeling that you've been taught about yourself that, well, if I'm not worthy to get what I want, I can at least help other people get what they want. And it's an overextension of yourself. And are you willing to let go of the need to do and move back to actually being and knowing how special you are? This is the truce card. This is the laying down the swords in your brain about deserving, worthiness, money. Money. Big time. Anyone that has been ever critical of your work, are you willing to use that as a springboard rather than as a teardown? So I'm getting a little angry right now, not at you, not at anyone on the show, but this energy that's around you or has been around you. After this reading, it's dissipating big time. That has been overly critical of you. I'm not going to go into details because I don't know who is everybody on the show. But if you have if you want to call me or text me, I can give you a little bit more detail. But my point is are you willing to let that go and that highly sharp criticism? That's not even your criticism, but it's something you've carried over because this giant person told you it was true. Okay, I think you get my message. You're going to be great. You're going to be way even better with letting go of this negative self-talk that isn't even your tape. It's not even your tape. Okay.
We have new person, Ree.
Ree? Okay, Ree. Well, welcome, Ree. I'm glad you came. I appreciate you being here. So, Ree, the hangman is usually, it's the card about patience. This is more of anyone that has left you out to dry. Can you just say, c'est la vie, great blessings, bye-bye, never return? Really tough thing to go through with a breakup of a relationship, or even if the relationship broke up 10 years ago, your brain can still keep reliving it. And anywhere where you still believe that you need to be hung out to dry or to go to get your lesson, you've got your lesson. Done. You've got your lesson. You've done really well. Give yourself a little bit of credit. Come on. You come from a long line in your family of naysayers. So are you willing to clear all that energy? Like, that is not you. That is not where you, that's not who you are at a soul level. This is your soul level coming back in and bringing yourself in from the heat, bringing yourself in from the cold, as they say, and actually letting go of all of that energy from those people or persons that were hung you out to dry or abandoned. Okay? Let it go. This is your new life. Okay, and who's next?
Abby?
Abby? Nope, I think I got Abby already.
We did, must have been Laurel?
Laurel. Hey, Texas Laurel? Laurel Duran, right? Yeah, we got Laurel. Scott's helping us tonight, so thank you all for, I appreciate all of you being here so much. Thank you, Scott, for being here. I couldn't do this without you. Really, I couldn't. Okay, Laurel. This is a it's a chariot. So it's a move. Embody, Laurel, embody money. Embody wealth. You know, Jim Carrey, you've read where he used to sit outside these mansions in Beverly Hills and he would write himself a check for $10 million or $1 million, and he would claim that that was going to be his house. He would sit outside the house. This is you upping your game and what you deserve and what you're worth. This is, Laurel, tonight, write down what it is you're worth. What are you worth? And then creating that. This is moving you toward creating that. Are you going to be in a parade? Like there's some kind of festival or parade where I actually see you like singing on a truck or a float or creating a float of some kind during the parade. There's something or touring, like singing touring. I don't know if you're thinking about that throughout the state of Texas, but think about that. This is you moving and thinking bigger. The money will always be there. Okay.
You mean Diane?
Okay. All right, Diane.
That's for.
Yep, that's you. So when you're fighting, if you continue fighting, there will always be that blockage. There will always be that energy. Are you willing to let go of fighting with the devil in all ways, shape, and form? There is no fight. This is play more. The devil card is about playing and not judging. Are you willing to let go of judging yourself based on having been judged by others or what even you thought others were judging you on? Yeah, that's what this devil, it's going to play more. This is having a great time and using joy as your gauge. When you're not joyful, then know that there's some energy you can clear. You can clear energy. Move into joy. That's what the devil card is. It's about playing more. Okay. And we have,
That's it?
that's it. Do we have everybody? So if we,
Just double check it.
yeah, we're double check. If we don't have everybody, I'm going to pull a card for Scott since he's here. But if I want to give you a minute, if I haven't gotten to you, if somehow we've skipped you or you came in late, we didn't see you, please say something now. All right, and I'll pull a card for my buddy Scott. Oh, dude. This is your passion. This is the lust card. This comes from the very depths of your soul, and no longer stuffing those passions, no longer stuffing that creativity, that, because there's no way you can birth an ugly baby, okay? I've talked to people that don't have children because they're afraid their children are going to be ugly. No, dude, that's impossible for you. This is you actually giving birth to something brand new that is extremely lucrative. It's like solid gold. It's like this. I'm getting Midas, like the Midas touch. Everything you touch, it like begins to turn to gold. I love it. So what a great message. And I got a message. Let's see here. Okay, so we got everybody now?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do this again tomorrow night. Scott's going to be helping me. He's my right-hand man. I'm going to try to even talk him into saying something in the beginning. You're going to love this guy. So, love you all very much. Have a great night.